Alright, thanks for tuning in to Leading Forecasts, and hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm doing this under the ocean. You know, we'll see. I don't know. Never got a new microphone. I'm just using the one off my computer. Let's go on over to the current satellite, and you can see here's our system out here across the plains, and that's going to bring some very heavy snow out across the northern plains, and then some severe weather down here today. And talking damaging winds, large hail, and maybe a few tornadoes as well. And let's go on over. This is the visible satellite, and you can see a lot of cloud cover out here with this storm, and very few places out east that have a lot of sunshine. Basically, if you're out of here, you're getting sunshine, but other than that, you're pretty cloudy. But it's warm. It's real warm across a lot of the nation until you get up into this area where it is colder, and we're waiting for a blizzard. Let's go on over. This is the current radar. You can see this is a little bit of a mixed bag of precip up here, especially once you get out into here, where they're expecting some freezing rain and eventually changing over to snow tomorrow on Leap Day, and still some showers going on across the south. Let's go on over. This is the current watches and warnings map. You can see there's those blizzard warnings out across southern North Dakota and northern South Dakota, and even off into the very central western counties of Minnesota, and those may be extended east as we get into the next 24 hours or so. We'll just have to wait and see, but a major winter storm shaping up there. Going on over severe weather risk today, you can see here's the slight risk out here. You add a bill and an eye to this, and you've got a duck. And but no, primary risk of severe weather today. Damaging winds, large hail. We got some up here for the what we call cold core, which has to do with the upper levels, and then we got some severe weather risk. I think probably going to be down across this area, right across the Missouri-Arkansas line, even over towards Memphis a little later on today and into tonight. And then tomorrow, here's the risk out here. Probably your primary risk, I would think, will be down across this area, Ohio into eastern central Kentucky and northern Tennessee. Tomorrow will be the primary area to watch for severe weather. And then as we get a little later, predictability is too low, but there is a strong system which we'll talk about, and based off different models, there's a wide area of potential severe weather. Really, I guess probably all the way out through this area. Here, we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. This is a little later on today. This is the rapid refresh model. This is by 20Z, and you can see thunderstorms getting going out here across eastern Kansas, western Missouri, even some thunderstorms going on down here, and eventually these will start to fire up and get going probably all the way out through here, or I should say out through here, as we get a little later on into the nighttime hours. Tomorrow afternoon, 500 millibar pattern. Here's your 500 millibar low up here across the Great Lakes. Your trough digging in here, and then there's another trough coming in off the west coast. That's going to flow through the pattern and eventually bring some more severe weather. This is as we get into Thursday, and here you go. There's that trough coming in, and as we get into Friday, you can see it takes on kind of a negative tilt here. Get really good difluent flow with this thing, and you start to get severe weather breaking out ahead of it. And that's why we're watching the potential for some decent severe weather, I think, as we get into Friday. A much higher chance Friday, it looks like, than what we will have today. As we get into Saturday, here's your 500 millibar low and your trough starting to come off the coast here. And then as we get into going on over to the GFS model, this is as we get into tomorrow, Wednesday, low pressure center sitting here, snow breaking out back here. And then we have some showers and thunderstorms, like I said, breaking out along the front. The front was kind of odd here. It kind of stretches really awkward down through down through here like this, but very some strong and severe thunderstorms tomorrow. Again, damaging winds and large hail will be your primary threat. Then as we get into Thursday, low pressure center down here across the Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado region. Some snow breaking out across the Rockies here. As we get into Friday, look at this low, about a 984 millibar low. Your cold front extending now down through here, severe weather, or your warm front up through here, and your severe weather breaking out from the warm front all the way down to the Gulf. So places, maybe even southern Michigan, Indianapolis, Terre Haute, down towards Cincinnati, all these cities, down through this area, probably going to get in on some severe weather. We'll just have to wait and see. I know the NAM model actually brings this low a little farther south, so instead of, the places up here getting hit, it's basically like Louisville southward. We'll just have to wait and see. But the thing is, if you go on over, this is the instability map. This is the Cape, and you can see some very strong, especially strong Cape here across central Indiana. As we get later on into the day, we're looking at 750 to 1,000 joules per kilogram of Cape, which normally isn't a ton, but when you put it in the month of January or early March, it's quite a bit. It's plenty. At this point, 250 to 500 joules per kilogram would be sufficient for severe weather with the kind of wind fields we get. Quickly on over, this is Saturday. Low pressure center winds up here. Here's your cold front coming down. Thunderstorms going on back there. Snow starts to break out. The end back of this thing as the cold air really starts to rush down. Gets kind of windy up here across the upstate, but snow breaking out nonetheless across Ohio, western PA, Indiana. And then as we get into Sunday, some heavier snow potentially, maybe a 1 to 3 inch swath somewhere out across southern Ohio into the Virginias or something like that. So anyways, it's a storm we'll have to watch out for, and definitely probably going to be severe weather somewhere Saturday, whether it's Dixie or more towards up the Great Lakes or both for that fact. We'll just have to wait and see. I know the Euro's kind of supporting it as well, so maybe the NAM's just the one that's off center. So that's all we have for now, and we'll keep you updated. Till next time, I'm Joseph Cooper.